Welcome back to the channel, and today I have the Dusenberg Les Trem II. If you're not familiar with it, this allows you to put a vibrato system on a stoptail guitar in a Les Paul style. So I think it's about 140 new. I got this used at Folklore Music Exchange, and as you can see, it is very reminiscent, at least this part of it, the spring, of a Bigsby. And I think it is more for subtle vibrato use, like a Bigsby. You're not going to be dive bombing with it, but it has a solid tailpiece here of very high quality materials. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on my Yamaha Revstar, which I think is a guitar which can benefit from having a vibrato system. Right on 60 Cycle Hum did this video a long time ago, but I'm going to be looking at some very specific things. Because the question is, if this works well, why not everyone get one? And the three things I can think of that might cause someone not to want it would be, number one, tuning stability, number two, a change in tone, and number three, that ever subjective change in feel. So I'm going to string up the Revstar, use the exact same strings, get some sound samples, both with the stock stoptail piece and with the Les Trem II, and see if we can tell any difference whatsoever in the tone. And you'll have to take my word for it when it comes to the feel and the tuning stability, and just simply see if this works well enough to be worth putting on a guitar like that. Because I think the Revstar is, again, probably the best guitar you can get for under $1,000. But I've always said, unless you need a vibrato system. So this would take it over $1,000, I will say that. But this might be a worthy upgrade, and the only way to find out is to give it a try. So let's go. Okay, taking a look at what's in the box. You have the unit itself, the necessary studs and adjustment tools, and the directions. Installed in minutes, no drilling or routing necessary. I won't read this whole thing to you, but it works with a tune-o-matic bridge and stop tail pieces, and it does not require any permanent modifications to the guitar. So I'm going to take a close look at these instructions and get it on the Revstar. Typically, I don't do how-tos because I don't feel qualified, because I'm not an actual luthier or guitar technician, but this is so simple, I will make an exception. So you put the washers over the existing holes here to give it some clearance. Get the Les Trem. Set it down right there, okay. Looks like it should line up. Just finger tightening them right now just to get it in place. And I'll get a screwdriver to tighten it down, but that is that. So I'll finish adjusting this, get the strings on and get it tuned up, and I will finish doing the sound samples. It is installed, as you can see, and there's a couple things I wanted to point out. I actually decided just to use the stock posts here. I thought to myself, I know they fit perfectly, why not use them? If anyone can think of any reason not to, other than cosmetically, let me know. Because I can't come up with a single thing, and I actually like the way it looks. If you want it just to sit flush and these not to be sticking up, use what's in the kit. But I thought, I'll just do this. I know they fit. Also, you have two adjustments here with a little Allen key to adjust the length of the arm. And this is the tension, essentially. You get it how you want and just twist it around. I found I like it kind of pointed up here so it doesn't sit the most, evenly here, but I found that I like the way that it feels there. But it's so easy to install. I watched another video. They said you could probably do this every string change if you want to go back and forth. You really could. It is that easy. And I'm not sure if you can tell, but there is enough clearance there. It definitely, at least on the RevStar, your mileage may vary, does not touch the top. So I'm going to play for you the sound samples I have recorded. You will see the gear I use in the settings on the screen, going back and forth between one set of samples, which is before, and one which is after. You won't know which is which until we come back. But it'll be interesting to see if this Les Trem affects the tone at all. Before I tell you which is which, just let me say that those samples went straight into Logic with either the just the Deluxe 65 pedal or the Timmy Overdrive in front of it, depending on the sound sample. I played them all back to back after I did the change. Everything was the same, nothing was touched, and I did no EQing or editing or anything, no compression even in Logic. So, with no further ado, sample A was with the Les Trem, sample B was with the stock stoptail piece. That's consistent with another video I watched and other things. In terms of tone, it really has no discernible effect at all. It was probably variances in my playing, even though I used the same pick and did it the same evening. If you heard any differences. Live, I felt like there might be just the slightest bit of top end added, but I might be entirely wrong. It's probably more when I'm feeling, more so than when I'm actually hearing when I'm playing it, because when I listen to the sound samples back and forth, there is no difference. So if you're worried this is going to affect your tone in some way, it won't. In terms of tuning stability, it does affect the tuning stability adversely a little bit, but that's no different than any other vibrato system. I think, really, if you just want to try this out, it's $165. I looked it up. I think they might have gone up recently, like a lot of things have. It's early 2026. I mean, it does not affect your tone at all, one way or the other, in any discernible way. I am going to play, get you some sound samples now just with the room mic, playing this for you, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the feel and how it changes the feel of the guitar some. But again, does it affect the tuning stability? Yes. Is it different than any other Trem system? No. And like Ryan on 60 Cycle Hum talked about this on, when he used his rev star. This does rock a little bit, like on a Fender offset, and that's good for this purpose. And instead of just rambling on and on about it, let's get this plugged up and play you some with it. And I'll let you know what I think about the feel and how it compares to other vibrato systems. Going through the Vox AC10. Kind of funny because months ago I watched Ryan from 60 Cycles Hum video about this, and I couldn't remember all the details. I remember he liked it and it was easy to install. And I was independently thinking, after I installed this and played it some, this makes me think of a combination between a Bigsby and a Jazzmaster. Then I watched his video again and that's what he said. So whether we independently came to the same conclusion or that was in the back of my mind, I don't know, but that's exactly how I feel. Has more travel than a Bigsby, but it's that same kind of action. So when the travel's more like a Jazzmaster, the action is more like a Bigsby, especially with the spring being here. But I mean, I think it's great. Up in pitch some, lower pitch, and it's staying reasonably in tune. Of course, you can just push it out of the way like that. I mean, it's just, I'm really enjoying it. you're thinking about getting one of these, I highly recommend it. Could not be easier to install. I mean, $165 isn't cheap, but this is a very well engineered, high quality piece of equipment. Dusenberg makes great stuff. Can't afford any of their guitars really, but this is wonderful. Personally, this is 100% a personal opinion. I like the way it looks on the Revstar more than I would a Bigsby, but on Les Pauls, I like the way a Bigsby looks better than this. But, I mean, no permanent modifications. You can try it out. If you don't like it, you can take it off. Whoever had this before me, traded it at my local music store. I bought it. I mean, I highly recommend it. And you can absolutely 100% do this by yourself without a tech. So, if you have any questions or comments, leave them below. Please like and subscribe. And until next time, keep on rocking.